If you go to the gym, I hate to break it to you, but you're probably wasting your time. Over 95% of gym goers only see minimal changes in their body over the years, and it's no shock why. In today's video, we're going to break down why you are building muscle at a snail's pace and revealing the 5 most important things you can do to make a big change in a short time. Stay tuned till the end, as we'll tell you a bonus tip that'll change everything. Kicking off the list at number 5, we have tracking your lifts. I know you've all seen that one person with a notepad tracking every single lift and every single rep. Don't worry, we aren't telling you to do this and look like a weirdo. Go on the Notes app on your phone and make a record of all your lifts. This is so important, as this allows you to progressively overload effectively. Progressive overload is simply the term for training harder than last time, and will allow you to progress faster. If you don't track the weights, then guess what? You could be benching the same weight for 3 months straight. Think of it like this. Your body is much more clever than you ever thought, as it adapts to its environment. If you decide to keep the same weight, then your body doesn't need to adapt to anything, as you can do that weight with no issue. If you decide to increase the weight by little increments, by adding 2.5 kilograms to your bench press every week, your body will force your muscles to grow bigger in order to adapt to the stress your chest and arms are being put through. Now, that's the simple magic of our bodies. You may still notice slight improvements if you keep repping the same weight forever. However, tracking your lifts will surely boost those gains. Coming in at number 4, you should regularly be changing your exercises. This means from every 4 to 6 weeks, change the type of chest exercise you're doing. This could be a simple thing from going to bench press to using cables. Make sure you do this for every muscle group. The reason for this is that these different exercises will hit different muscle fibers, boosting your gains. Not only this, but changing the exercise means you're at less risk of an overuse injury. So not only will it increase your muscle mass, but it'll also reduce the chances of you losing any through injury. So, if you aren't frequently changing your gym program, then what are you waiting for? Remember, guys, the further through the list we go, the more important it is you implement these tips. So, no slowing down, as we're at number 3, and we have incorporating bodyweight exercises into your gym sessions. Bodyweight exercises are the most slept on thing at the gym. Whether it's pull-ups, dips, or just simply push-ups, these exercises alone will get you bigger than you ever imagined if done right. Controlled and good mind-muscle connection is all you need. Body weight exercises can get you bigger than using weights, even if you just do a superset with it. For example, after your bicep curls, go into as many chin-ups as you can. This will ensure you tear up those muscle fibers as much as possible. Let me give you another example. After you've finished your set of bench press, drop down and perform as many pull-ups as you can. The biggest the tear in the muscle fibers, the bigger they'll come back. Check out these people. Guess what they all have in common? Can you guess it? They all focus on body weight exercises, as they build you the most aesthetic body and build you the most strength. The only difference between them and everyone else who does body-weighted exercises is that they know how to do it right. Stay till the end, and I will tell you exactly what they do different than 99.9% of people who train calisthenics. Approaching the most game-changing pieces of advice I can give you at number 2, and this will really supercharge your gains, is focusing on the eccentric part of the exercise. In almost every exercise you do, it will have 2 parts to it, a concentric part and an eccentric part. Let me give you an example. In bench press, the concentric part is pushing the bar up, and the eccentric part is the lowering of the bar. Many people neglect the lowering part as they don't control the bar and just let it drop to their chest. What you need to be doing is controlling it at a slow pace. Remember how I said how most exercises have 2 parts? Well, if you're just doing one part of the exercise properly, you will get half the amount of gains. Oh, and remember, the eccentric part is just as good as building a muscle as the concentric part. Make sure to think of every exercise you do as having at least 2 parts, the upwards and downward phase, and make sure to always have full control over the weight. If not, then you need to lower the weight ASAP. Now at number 1, we have strict form. If you're currently not striving for absolute perfection in your form, it will show in your physique. Listen to this carefully. You've all seen those little white Greek statues where the man is shredded. He's got every little bit of definition throughout his body, from from the shredded quads to the roaring six-pack. But why does he have that? Well, it's because the sculptor has taken care, detail, and precision into every bit of his work. If you want that sort of body, then you need to replicate that amount of care in your form. On the other hand, if that sculptor rushed it and was sloppy with his work, guess what the statue would have looked like? Let me tell you, no definition and a very unappealing statue. So, therefore, if you're to have sloppy form and not take much care with it, then you too would have an unappealing physique. So remember to strive for perfection and you will achieve excellence with your results. And a quick bonus for all the guys who are actually serious about getting in crazy shape. I said before that a lot of exercises have two phases, the upward and downward phase. However, the best exercises have three phases. This is where, as well as the upward and downward phase, you pause at the hardest bit of the exercise. This is called an isometric contraction, where your muscles are working while being static. These are great for building muscle, and make sure to do this in all your exercises. So if you want to implement this, and let's say you were doing pull-ups, once your chin is as high as it can go, pause it in that position for 1 to 3 seconds. Then remember to control it at a slow pace on the way down. That brings us to the end of this video. However, these tips I have given you may take a little while to kick in. So while you're waiting, you can watch this video on 5 ways you can look more muscular instantly. And while you're at it, don't forget to subscribe, as we'd really appreciate that. See you next time.